What am I doing? It's gonna be 50 degrees today. Let's go take a detour.
Date, time, and temperature, Saturday, February the 12th, 10:13 a.m. at a warm 50 degrees. Wow, 50 degrees on February 12th. Definitely warm enough where I don't have to wear a jacket, and I could probably lose this knit cap that I've been wearing all winter long. I'll take it old school with the ball cap. Spoiler alert. Here's the location for today's detour. Yeah, so today's temperature is going to be in the 50s, which is awesome. The last weekend we had an ice storm. The weekend before that we had a blizzard with 2 feet of snow. So this is a pleasant treat for today's detour. Unfortunately, I need it to be like 32 degrees today for today's detour. We're here for the Salem So Sweet. I want to say Salem Too Sweet. Oh yeah, like the NWO. Salem So Sweet Chocolate and Ice Sculpture Festival 2022. And hopefully all the ice sculptures haven't melted. Last night they put out quite a few. They're putting out more this afternoon and tonight. So the ones from last night possibly melted already. Maybe still standing, but not the same shape that they were in last night when they were brand new. But what the heck? I've seen pictures on Instagram. I can probably pepper those in, the before and after shot of what an ice sculpture looks like after it's been subjected to 50-degree weather. And since it is Valentine's Day weekend, I invite you to be my date on today's detour. As you can see, there's still a little bit of snow left here on the streets of Salem. I'm sure a few days ago these snowbanks were a lot taller than they are today. I am happy to report that this past week, Salem has voted to drop the mask mandate. No longer do you have to wear a mask, and no longer do you have to show a vaccination, proof of vaccination, when you enter any establishments. Of course, if that establishment wants you to show proof of a vaccination or to, of course, wear that mask, you got to do so. Well, I know they voted last week to drop these mandates. Maybe this is just an old poster, or maybe it hasn't taken effect yet, but I got my mask just in case. Here is the first ice sculpture I've come across. It's number 22, the skull. Sponsored by Die With Your Boots On. It looks like Die With Your Boots On is a clothing and shoe and boot store selling local brands here in the city of Salem. Very cool skull. Looks like I'm gonna have to come back a little bit later for the unveiling of this next ice sculpture outside of Turner Seafood. To me, it looks like Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, but looks like it's gonna be a haddock flying witch. Okay, haddock, a fish, of course, in front of Turner Seafood. Flying witch. Can't wait to check it out later on. And speaking of the Nightmare Before Christmas, right over here behind the Samantha from Bewitched statue is Jack Skellington from A Nightmare Before Christmas. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. I am so glad to see my friend Jack Skellington has not yet melted. Jack Skellington, brought to you by Harrison's Comics and Collectibles. I just texted my friend Jack Skellington to see if Jack was going to be out here today. Unfortunately, good for him. He's in Iceland checking out the Northern Lights today, so Jack will not be in Salem. Can't wait to see you again, buddy. Yikes, it looks like that ice sculpture over there has turned to water, possibly running into this bubbler. That was a crystal snowflake sponsored by Laura Lane Skincare. Yeah, this snowflake has definitely seen better days. Just imagine, if you lasted till tomorrow, there's supposed to be an inch of snow tomorrow. It's gonna be cold with snow. You could have survived yet another day if this ice sculpture was built tomorrow. Right outside the Gulu Gulu Cafe is Charlie the Space Pug. Charlie, you look like you're melting away too, man. Happy Valentine's Day weekend to you, though. Charlie the Space Pug, brought to you by the Flying Saucer Pizza Company and Gulu Gulu Cafe. And I understand this mashup right here of this ice sculpture with Flying Saucer Pizza Company, Flying Saucer being the space part of this, and of course the Gulu Gulu Cafe because a pug is their mascot. This next ice sculpture is sponsored by Salem State University and represents celebrating all love. I dig it. I am sad to report that my favorite restaurant here in Salem, Rockefeller's, is temporarily closed. They're doing renovation inside. I knew this was gonna be happening. They told me about this last month. So no mystery shot, no ice cold Bud Light from inside Rockefeller's. So it appears that they closed on January 31st and expect to be closed for about a month or so. So if you're coming in March, well, Rockefeller's should be wide open and operational. So I just ran into my friend Kevin, one of the owners of Rockefeller's. He brought me inside. I asked if I could take a photo or a video. He didn't want me to do so. They are going to be back open in about 3 weeks or so. But from what I saw inside, this bar is going to, I mean, I've always loved Rockefeller's, but it's going to have a different look, a different feel. I always love coming across different things in Salem. So next time I document Rockefeller's from the inside, it will be like we're in a whole new restaurant. Thanks, Kevin, for letting me come inside, and can't wait for another mystery shot. Well, here are angel wings in ice form, brought to you by Coon's Cards and Gifts, which is the store that we're standing right outside of right now. Oh, check it out. I came across my friend Bora the Witch. Well, I don't see Bora out here yet today. I'm not sure if Bora's going to be out here yet today or come out here at all today, but here is Bora's ice sculpture, brought to you by Haunted Happenings magazine and the Salem Black Hat Society. As you can see, it's a witch's hat. And I think that spells out love. And I see maybe a cobweb, and of course, the wonderful Bora down there at the bottom. Haunted Happenings magazine right there at Ice. As we scroll up to the top of the Bora ice sculpture. I'm happy to see that Count Orlok's Nightmare Gallery is open and operational today. Go in there and learn about the history of horror movies from the 1910s to current day. I'm telling you, this is my favorite attraction here in Salem. I'm not even sure how many wax statues are in here. Maybe we'll say 100. I'll say there's 100, maybe a little bit less, but you could spend a good amount of time just staring into the eyes of evil. These things look extremely real. Oh, Sam, great to see you out here, not even close to Halloween. The Twilight House is quite open as well. This is a fantastic place to come get those Halloween masks. Like, check this out. This is Ted Danson from the movie Creepshow. That was nightmare fuel back in the 80s for me. And look how real Gizmo looks. There's a good amount of people out walking around on Essex Street. Got the plow out here ready for tomorrow. Supposed to get another inch or so of snow. Weather's amazing. Glad to see all these stores open and people out shopping and enjoying the warm day. Here is a fallen ice sculpture. It used to be a house sponsored by the Armstrong Field Real Estate Company. Looks like the house has fallen right here. Here is the base. Here outside the Angelica of the Angels store is this ice sculpture representing crystals and stars. Sponsored by Ascend. Right outside the Trolley Depot, a place where you get your tickets for the trolley tours of Salem and also great Salem merch, is this ice sculpture over here entitled Dragon Wings. Sponsored by the Trolley Depot, Emporium 22, Modern Millie's Shop, the Covens Cottage of Salem, Trolley, and the Pample Mouse. Dragon Wings, pretty cool. It looks like I got Dragon Wings. Over here we got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, brought to you by Witch City Mall merchants. I'm not gonna, those are all the stores inside of Witch City Mall. A lot bigger, or should I say a lot smaller than the Stay Puft and Ghostbusters, but just as cool. Cool. That was a nice joke. It looks like the Infinity Heart has seen better days, didn't survive yesterday's 50 degrees, and then the overnight didn't drop below 40 something, and then right now, a little bit over 50 degrees. That was an Infinity Heart, brought to you by the Goldberg Properties. The Celebrate Connections frame. I think this is supposed to be like maybe a picture frame, sponsored by Creative Collective. You probably stand behind that, and that's like an ice picture frame. My man Joe Sachs. Not even close to Halloween, but we're getting a concert live in person from the Joe Sachs. Where's the Joe Sachs ice sculpture? We need an ice sculpture looking like a saxophone, sponsored by Joe Sachs.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, man.
Excellent.
Glad to, now I know what you look like.
I know you're always looking at me as a clown.
Yes.
That's because I am a clown.
You're a clown. Clowning around out here on Witch City Mall property.
Downtown clown, clowning around downtown.
The fountain right here, no longer running. Maybe it's all overflowed into a snowbank, I don't know. But since we're over here, might as well walk inside the Village Tavern, why not? Looks like there's plenty of seating here at the bar inside the Village Tavern. And they're definitely selling those cold Bud Lights. This might be the best ice sculpture out here. So they put the beer on here. It's all ice. It keeps that beer cold. Cheers. Today being the 12th day of February, I have gone 12 days without any bread. Well, I mean, I've had like pretzels and crackers and that kind of stuff, but I haven't had any kind of like sandwiches or hamburgers. And I'm down 7 pounds. Oh, no sodas also, just coffee, waters, and beers. Oh, I haven't showed you guys my new business cards. My sister and her family made these up for my birthday. Of course, got the Detours name on the front with Jaws and the Creature from the Black Lagoon on the back. UCR codes, is that what it's called, UCR code? You scan that with your phone and it takes you to all my social medias, my YouTube, my Instagram, and my Facebook. I might just leave these things around different bars in Salem and see if people pick them up and join the party. It is now 57 degrees here in the city of Salem, which means I need to leave this bar and continue walking around and checking out these ice sculptures before they all melt. Here outside the East India Market Hall is this huge, what is that, an anchor? And then an ice sculpture which looks like it's still under construction. There is the ice sculpting tools. What do you think it's gonna be? I'm seeing some kind of like palm leaves. That'd be awesome if that was like some kind of like a tiki from maybe the Salem tiki boats. That'd be kind of awesome. It would fit in right here in front of this anchor. I'm probably wrong, but I would love to see a Salem tiki boats ice sculpture out here in Salem. Well, this is crazy. We just checked out this ice sculpture within the last hour. This is the picture frame one I showed you, right? Check it out. The weather is so warm that the frame part is already fallen. Look at the amount of people out here on Essex Street outside the Witch City Mall. This kind of almost, well, dare I say, almost looks like the amount of people you would see mid-afternoon during a Halloween night. Brought to you by the St. Jean's Credit Union is bacon in ice form. I'm just kidding, it's a piggy bank. Looks like it's melting too. Is that melting water or is that gonna be bacon grease? I suggest coming out here right now if you want to see this thing. It's probably gonna be gone by the end of the day. Although if you're watching this video, it's the next day. This thing is definitely gone. I'm sorry, Salem, you can blame this on my black cloud. It's nearly 60 degrees today on your ice sculpture festival weekend. Although I wasn't here last night and it was 50 degrees yesterday too, so it's not all my fault. But what's that? Fireworks? Are those legal in Massachusetts? What is this? I just come across a whole brass band out here on the streets of Salem, here on Essex Street, a full brass band. Well, John, this is kind of almost like Halloween, not Halloween night, but like October. There's a lot of people out here. Over here, another ice sculpture that hasn't been unveiled yet. We'll come back later and get that, but let's take a peek at this brass band. It doesn't appear that the Halloween Museum is open and operational right now. That is one of my favorite exhibits here in Salem. Look like you walk into a Tim Burton movie. Nobody currently lined up out here to get their tickets for the Ghost Tour. All these stores are open too. Why Not, which is that Harry Potter wand store, and Remember Salem, which is the location of the Salem Witchboard Museum. Right in the back of that's all Harry Potter. In the front of the store, in the back, it's all Ouija boards. It's a cool place. Over here, the Crowhaven Corner Witch Shop, oldest witch shop in Salem, and of course the old Main Street pub. Definitely open. Glad to see that the old Main Street pub still has its Christmas decorations. All those up here all year long. I don't remember, but anyways, cold Bud Lights. Cheers. I've come across some beautiful violin music outside the Hawthorne Hotel and their ice sculpture. Looks like it's a wedding ring. This would be like the perfect opportunity to come and propose to your significant other with a lovely violin music playing. Here is Roger Conant, the first settler of Salem, Massachusetts. As we look behind the Roger Conant statue, we come across the Salem Witch Museum. As you can see, here is the sign for the Salem Witch Museum, blowing gently in the wind. And the ice sculpture for the Salem Witch Museum looks just like the sign. This is ice form instead of wood form. If you're looking to buy tickets to the Salem Witch Museum, you gotta buy those tickets online, and you do have to wear a mask inside this museum. Oh man, Fatty's Cookies is currently closed right now, but the door's wide open. I do see employees inside Fatty's Cookies. Maybe they're gonna open up a little bit later on today. I do see they have an ice sculpture out here, which has not been unveiled yet. Still under a blanket, keeping it cold, away from the sun, so it doesn't get sunburn and melt. The Fatty's Cookies. What do you think that's gonna be? Maybe like a gingerbread man or something? I don't know. Bunghole Liquors. No ice sculptures out here, but this is how the wars of Salem in 1800s looked. Pretty much the same as it is right now. I gotta say, the smell down here is it smells like a toilet, quite frankly, but what a photo, right? I love that you're still here. You're here during October. You're here all year long. I love that. Usually they have an ice sculpture right outside the sign to the House of the Seven Gables right out here outside the parking lot. Let's walk a little further and see if we actually have a ice sculpture sponsored by the House of Seven Gables. So it appears there was once a ice sculpture here, probably yesterday, right? When this lanyard was placed here. No ice sculpture.
There's no ice sculpture yesterday either.
Oh, really? Nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
Well, even though there's no ice sculpture outside the House of Seven Gables, I'll still show you the outside look from the House of the Seven Gables. As you've learned from past detours, these gables right here in the photo are not part of the original House of Seven Gables. You have to take, yeah. I have people over here that just didn't learn that.
This is the original.
No, you can only actually get a video of it from, like, if you're actually taking the tour from the inside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's not even like true gables. I mean, they're gables, but that's not true House of Seven Gables. And then right over there in the distance, the house over there is where Nathaniel Hawthorne grew up. They actually moved that house over to here. Yeah, from like several miles away. Nathaniel Hawthorne, obviously, he's the author for the House of Seven Gables. So they moved the house that he grew up in over here to the Seven Gables, right over there. Not true gables. They are gables, but not the Seven Gables. So take that tour, ladies.
Okay, they're closed.
So I'm glad I came across those ladies because they were out here researching information for their classroom. They are teachers, and they were going to tell their students about the House of Seven Gables. But unfortunately, this part of the house right here isn't, true Seven Gables. This is all built on after the fact. They couldn't hit the tour today because it's closed, but they are definitely happy that they met me upon this, and I gave them, a couple of those business cards. new subscribers. Just came across some Detour fans. Derek, right?
Yep,
Spelled the same
Derek.
way as me?
Exactly
Yeah.
the same way.
D-E-R-E-K?
Yep.
And Marissa?
Yeah.
And where you guys from?
Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee?
Yeah.
And you're moving to Salem?
Yeah,
We are,
in the next few
yeah.
months, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. Just got new jobs and all.
What brings you to Salem? I mean, new jobs, but like...
Our new jobs, yeah. But
yeah.
we also just love it here.
We love it here. We
Yeah.
wanted to live here for a while.
Yeah.
We watch your videos all the time.
I appreciate...
Preparation. Yeah.
I
We're
appreciate you
checking out
guys...
all your spots.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you guys stopping me. Thank you so much.
Good to be here.
And I'm glad that you guys are moving to Salem. Hopefully I'll run into you guys another time. I'm out here quite a bit. You guys, as you know.
I'm sure we will.
Let's get that selfie. Right across the street from the House of Seven Gables is America's oldest candy company. I've never been inside this building. Should I do it? I think let's do it. So this is the inside of America's oldest candy company. Oh, I'm seeing all kinds of fudge over here and different chocolates. What's that? Loads of options for chocolates. I'm not a big chocolate guy, but I do love some fudge. I gotta do some of this maple walnut.
It is good. All right.
That's my thing. I've never been inside of America's oldest candy company.
Company. No. All right.
I document a lot of Salem, and I've walked by this place many times. I just never been in. What is this right here I'm looking at?
You're looking at the Gibraltars that are estimated to be a couple hundred years old.
And what did Gibraltar's do?
The Gibraltar is the candy that makes us the oldest candy company in the United States.
Really?
1806. And the best part of the story is
Yeah.
our founder was a woman.
The founder was a woman,
Yes. Mary Spencer.
Mary Spencer.
Okay?
She was the owner and operator of the first candy company here in America.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right.
Thank you so much for letting me come inside your store today and grab some delicious treats.
All right. Enjoy. Hope you like the maple walnut fudge.
You guys remember my friends from Key West? What is it, almost a year ago, right?
Yeah, May 5th.
You're not working today. I did check their schedule because I have you in my phone when you're working over at Brody's.
Oh yeah, not tonight.
And-
Last
well-
night.
Last night.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to be here last night or tomorrow night. I'm here right now. You guys having a good day?
Oh yeah, great. How about you? Come on, Sim.
Having a great day. Most of these sculptures are already melted, though.
I know,
They were
right?
put out here last night.
Yeah.
I heard there's going to be new ones today.
Yep, the Purple Hearts go up today.
The purple hearts. What's the
Yeah.
difference between the purple hearts and the blue hearts?
Oh, there's blue? I thought it was red.
Oh, is it red?
I think it was red and purple.
I'm
Maybe it's red and
colorblind.
blue.
I'm colorblind.
Oh, sorry?
I'm colorblind, so whatever.
Yeah, I think it's the other colors that they're going up today.
What's your dog's name?
Samuel Adams.
Sam Adams. Everybody likes having a dog or some kind of pet in a video.
Yeah.
Sam Adams, come over here, buddy. He's camera shy, but whatever.
There you are.
Yeah, there he is. I'm glad that I ran across you guys today. Chuck and Erica are great people. They live in Salem. When I was in Key West last year with my buddy Joe, me and Joe met Erica and Chuck for the first time, and we've been friends ever since. Like I said, back there in the back of the store is the Witchboard Museum. It's just full of different Ouija boards. And the guy John who owns this store, he owns this collection. He's actually back there right now. Looks like he's giving a little presentation about everything that's going on. But that's an amazing museum. If you've never been back there before, the Salem Witchboard Museum, it's just nothing but Ouija boards. There's thousands of them there. It's cool. I mean, look at the amount of people out here right now. This is a February day. This is the kind of, foot traffic you'd see like in early October before Halloween. There's a lot of people out here. Check this out. We're getting some live ice sculpting right now. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a whale's tail. Uh-oh. Be careful, man. Might lose an eye out here. Such beautiful work. I have arrived too early for this ice sculpture to be unveiled. It's paw print sponsored by New England Dog Biscuit Company. I'll definitely come back by tonight when they unveil this ice sculpture. Howling Wolf Taqueria. I love this place. You know what? I know I told you I had no bread the last 12 days, and that's true. But today, I'm splurging. It's my cheat day, I guess. Got a Hanson Umbop playing here on the jukebox. Cold Bud Light. Got a burrito here. Got those free chips and salsa. I had to splurge. I had to cheat. Again, I'm down 7 pounds. I'm going all in. Bread. Continuing the hunt for all the ice sculptures here in Salem. Here is number 27. I know I'm going out of order. This is a unicorn, sponsored by the Jolie Tea Company. And that, my friends, is a rose, sponsored by the Salem Wax Museum, which is, well, right over there. Right outside the old Burial Point Cemetery. The gates are currently closed, so we can't walk inside the Burial Point Cemetery. But here is a shot of the old Burial Point Cemetery from the Salem Witch Memorial, which is right next door. The Salem Witch Memorial has all these benches out here with all the names of the men and women that were accused of being witches in the year 1692, executed. Rebecca Nurse, she was hung July 19th. Everywhere you look, Salem Witch Trials. Salem Witch Trials. Current time and temperature, 4:41 p.m., 57 degrees. They're about to unveil some new ice sculptures at 5 p.m. out here on the streets of Salem. Those will be brand new ice sculptures we haven't come across yet today, and they haven't melted yet today. So that's cool. Here we go, right outside the Salem Peabody Essex Museum. We got another ice sculpture. This one's illuminated. What is it? Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody looks like a, possibly like a snowman. Mr. Nobody. All right, this is a progress report. This is about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours since we last saw the pig out here. It's still not melted, this piggy bank. I was correct. It is indeed a whale's tail. Out here at the Salem So Sweet Chocolate and Ice Sculpture Festival 2022.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, the fire went wild. Oh, that's when I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, down, down.
And the flames went higher.
I love it when they do that. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
I fell into a ring of fire.
Yes. Let me see if I can hit this note. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Just came back to my car to grab my phone charger. So I go out and check out the rest of the ice sculptures that I didn't capture yet today. Hey, there he is, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. All lit up. Honestly, he's not lit up by proton packs. He's lit up by like some kind of a purple light bulb. And there are those dragon wings all lit up. Crystals and ice, all lit up. This is sponsored by the Maria Sweet Somethings. This is dun 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 Olaf from Frozen. Olaf. Ladies and gentlemen, here on the streets of Salem, here on Esther Street, I have found my friend Bora the Witch. Next! I'm sorry. How are you? Hi, Derek. What are you doing in Salem? I didn't bring $1 for you today. I'm so sad, Bora.
Okay,
I can't. This is legit. Me meeting Bora for the first time out of costume. 6 years that we've hung out on the streets of Salem, and this is the first time I'm seeing you.
I look sexy out of
You
makeup too.
You do.
You thought I was a woman, didn't you? Never know what you're gonna get.
But I'm so glad that we finally hung out today.
I'm glad we're here.
Thank you so much for making my Salem videos so much more fun.
No.
Everybody loves seeing you in the videos, and they love finding you on the streets of Salem and saying hi to you.
No, everybody loves you and your videos, and thanks for coming out and seeing us and having fun and hanging out.
Thanks, Bora.
I love from Salem. Thank you, Derek.
I totally should have had Bora the Witch use his Wizard of Oz witch voice. I'm melting! Wah, wah, wah. Good thing I came inside Jack Skellington earlier today before he melted. You're only getting Jack's smile. Hey, check it out. Charlie the Space Pig is still here. He's all lit up, still got a space pack on, still looking like a pug. I'm still not eating pizza. Man, I would love to go to the Flying Saucer Pizza right now, but I can't. I've already had a burrito today. No Ice Castle outside of Hex Old World Witchery, but they are definitely open for business. If you want to go in there and grab some cool witchy stuff. Vamp Fangs is still open too. We got cool witch stuff in here as well. Here is our next ice sculpture. It's called The World, sponsored by The Journeymans. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, The World. I love Witch City Wicks. I love their candles, especially the Dragon's Blood candle. Gonna go inside here tonight and see if they have the Dragon's Blood candle. But right out front, they have this ice sculpture. This is the Sacred Heart. The Sacred Heart ice sculpture outside of Witch City Wicks. Oh my God, they're closed. I just want one of those candles that's on the very back row out there. Come on, please. It's right there, the Dragon's Blood. Here we are outside the Witch House, otherwise known as the Judge Jonathan Corwin Witch House. As you guys know, in every video I come by the Witch House. This is the house that Judge Jonathan Corwin lived in when he came up with the plans to execute the witches in 1692. I think that ice sculpture of the cat is perfect here outside the Witch House. Now, no witch was ever executed in this house behind me. This is just the house where Judge Jonathan Corwin lived. He was the judge during the witch trials of 1692. He just came up with the plans for all the executions of those would-be witches, either by hanging or being pressed with, like, you know, heavy stones or whatnot. YouTube is right. This guy, Detours on YouTube, man. You gotta check me out. Fosmat? Fosmat, I'm Detours. I got a business card, you want one? Oh my gosh, it looks like Samantha from Bewitched is being burned at the stake. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. I'm seeing another ice sculpture over there I haven't seen before. It's the Salem City Seal. Number 19 on the ice sculpture tour. Again, we're going out of order, but this is number 19, the Salem City Seal. As you can see, it's a sealhead, and he's like balancing a ball. Here outside the Kodo Japanese Grill, we have another ice sculpture. And it looks like it's some kind of ship, and I just came across some Detour fans. Where are you guys from? What's your names?
Laura, Amy, more importantly, Samantha.
Samantha?
She twitched. When we got her, she twitched her nose so much that we had to name her.
She twitched her nose.
That's it.
Hey, Sam, how are you? Are you enjoying the Ice Sculpture Festival? You don't... Where are you guys from? You guys from here?
From Woburn, but somebody just bought a house in Salem.
Oh, hey! I'm going to be staying there over Halloween weekend this year. Just to let you know. Just to let you know. Spoiler alert.
All right, cool.
Great seeing you.
Just came across another ice sculpture.
This is.
What is this? So this ice sculpture is entitled Flowers and Fine Jewelry, sponsored by 32nd Church Street, Cheney Stewart, Fine Jewelry, and Hello Floral. Remember, we started this video right outside of Turner Seafood, and their ice sculpture wasn't open and operational yet. Let's go check it out now. There it is, Haddock and Flying Witch. 7:07 p.m. and this thing still hasn't melted. Here's the peace sign brought to you by the Flower Child Boutique. There's a good amount of people out here still at 7:15 p.m. on this Saturday, the 12th of February. Again, it kind of looks like an October night. I think we're going to end this Salem detour right where I started, right outside of Die With Your Boots On. Here is their skeleton ice sculpture, all illuminated. Check that out. It's getting quite windy. It is getting cold right now. This is not going to melt tonight. Literally 24 hours ago, it was nearly 60 degrees. Now we got that snow. The world is a crazy place. The power of love has started to melt these icicles. It is Valentine's Day after all. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody! The Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another run. The Love Boat promises something for everyone. Well, that was fun, and it was fun documenting the Salem So Sweet Chocolate and Ice Sculpture Festival 2022. For the most part, most of the ice sculptures were intact. It's always good to see an intact ice sculpture. There's no fun looking at a puddle of water on the ground. Am I right? If you like this video, don't forget to check out the rest of my Salem content. I have a playlist here on my YouTube channel. It's the Salem playlist. I think I have close to 50 Salem videos. If this video didn't quench your thirst for Salem, I'm sure you'll find some video in that collection that will. You know what to do next. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. I try to answer all the comments. If you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to Detours. Click that red subscribe button, and while you're clicking away, click that small bell. It'll give you instant notification every single time I upload a brand new Detour. You do know that subscribing is absolutely free of charge. It's not going to cost you anything. All you got to do is just click that subscribe button. You might get a bruise on that finger from smashing that button. That's all. Check me out on social media. I'm on Instagram at Derek Millen, DerekMillen. I also have a Facebook group, Derek Millen's Detours. Or I suppose I could pull out the business card once again, turn this thing around. You can take a screenshot and then bring your phone up to each one of these QR codes, and they'll bring you directly to all my social media, my YouTube, my Instagram, and my Facebook. Detours. Ooh, yeah. And as always, I'll catch you on the next Detour.